There is a sophisticated human trafficking fraud ring operating in Ghana and neighboring countries. They are not just defrauding people, they are taking them as human trafficking victims as well. On Friday, October 18, 2025, the Economic and Organized Crime Office in Accra, Ghana, announced that they rescued 26 victims of human trafficking in Ghana, arresting 9 people in the process. This brings to about 60 the number of people who have been rescued from human trafficking in Ghana and La Côte d'Ivoire this year alone. What is happening? I'm about to break it down for you. My name is Nebi Tony. I'm a Ghanaian writer who lives in the US. And on this channel, I talk about Ghana's international relations and trade-related issues. So if you're interested in intellectual conversations, subscribe to this channel. Now, human trafficking and fraud happening together. What is it? So it starts with job offers online. Do you want to work in Canada, Dubai, Spain, wherever? We can help you. These were the messages people received on WhatsApp, Facebook, and the rest. According to a report by French newspaper Monde, which they put out in February, 5 Ivorians who lived in a town called Kruji, close to Abidjan, responded to a job offer for them to come to, what's the name? Spain for a job. And before going to Spain, they were told that they had to go for a job training in Bogoso, a town in the western region of Ghana. So from Ivory Coast, you go to Bogoso, a gold mining town, before you go to Spain. And so they did. And when they came to Bogoso, that's when they realized that they were kept in uncompleted building. First, they were taken on a shopping spree where they bought clothes, take pictures to look like they are living good, taken to a luxury hotels where again they took pictures to look like life is good for them. They posted this on social media. And Bogoso was where it really went down. They were kept in completed rooms, 8 in a room. This is because these 5 people from Ivory Coast also realized that other people from Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Burkina Faso were brought to join them. And they were kept and told that if they wanted to be free, they are supposed to recruit more people. So if you want your freedom, your passport to go home, call your friends, send them text messages, and tell them to come and join you because you're having a good life. And you have pictures and videos from earlier to prove it, right? Yeah. And why didn't they just send a back signal to their friends and family? It turned out that there were guards who followed them everywhere, even to the toilet. And their phones, the messages were typed for them, they just sent it. So basically, everything about them was controlled. So they were now being used as moles and bait to bring in more people to these criminals. So they were trafficked and used to defraud people. And the people they brought in were also used to defraud other people. So this is a human trafficking pyramid scheme. A very sophisticated thing. And it turned out that the people who were arrested were both Ghanaians and Ivorians who were working together. And it is believed that there are people beyond the Ghanaians and Ivorians who are helping them out. And so this was reported in France in February. Very bad for the reputation of Ghana and Ivory Coast. So in April, Interpol, the international police, worked together, coordinated raids in both Ghana and Ivory Coast and rescued 33 people. So in April, 33 people were rescued by Interpol. And that is when Interpol got more information about how these people operated. The information I just shared with you earlier, some of it also came from Interpol. That's when Interpol found out that these victims were forced to pay as much as $9,000 as a way of processing fee. So the $9,000, the victims were told that it will be used to secure visa for them, secure travel document for them, secure their stay in whichever country they were being taken to. And again, Interpol also found out that they were using names of legitimate companies like QNET. So QNET is a company that operates worldwide that was founded in Hong Kong in 1998. And QNET is a multi-level marketing company. So they operate through a scheme where if you are a distributor for QNET, you sell products and you get commission. And if you recruit people, you get commission based on the people you recruit. So you get commission from your sales and commission from the sales of the people you recruit. This is a legitimate business I've operated for about 30 years now, right? So these scammers were using the QNET name and model to scam people. This is what Interpol found out. So now, that's where we are now. Interpol report gave EOCO more things to work with. So EOCO together with QNET now did their own raid this October and rescued 26 people. So it started with the French newspaper in February, April, Interpol, and now EOCO, which means that there are still more and more victims out there, more and more of the scammers and human traffickers out there who are scamming people, trafficking them, and using them as bait to scam other people. This is crazy. And EOCO himself or themselves have pointed out that they target desperate young people looking for jobs and money. I don't think that the people who are being trafficked are greedy. They are just people who are ambitious, who want more for their lives. And on this channel, I have said, based on reports, that things are getting better in Ghana, inflation is single digit, whatever. But look at this. If you are at 1 and you are trying to get to 10, if you move to 2 or 3, you've made progress, but you are still below 5. Way below halfway to the 10 you are trying to. So while Ghana is making gradual progress, things are still very, very bad for the youth of Ghana. That is why Galamsey is still on the rise. That is why Ghanaian youth are using stuff like cryptocurrency to make money. That is why people are falling victims to these criminals. So the underlying condition of all these crimes and bad things happening in our society is life is still bad for us. Something needs to be done for us or things could get worse. And get worse means that the reputation of Ghana will get worse on the world stage. When your reputation of your country is bad on the world stage, it's really, really crazy. Ghana makes a lot of money from tourism. Ghana is becoming one of the biggest tourism destinations in Africa. People visit Ghana from North, South America, from Europe, Asia, everywhere, every single year. I think about 1 million people visit Ghana a year for tourism purposes. At least 1 million people. If people stop visiting because they are scared of human trafficking, it's bad for the people whose livelihood depends on tourists. And it's even bad for people who want to travel abroad. Remember, there was a time where it was very, very difficult. I think it's still very, very difficult to travel to Dubai if you're from Nigeria. Because Nigerians have been tagged with human trafficking in Dubai. So it doesn't matter who you are. I know a friend in Nigeria, a very well educated guy who had to go to Dubai for a conference, and he had to go through a lot of hoops to prove that he was going to Dubai for a conference because he was being suspected of being a human trafficker. This could happen to Ghana if this situation is not treated with the urgency it needs to be treated with. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you like intellectual conversations like this. I'll talk to you later.